TV.
And on to another story that our teams have been following closely. And Mary Waigwe Muthoni, wife of the late Francis Kiambi Kiriro, a close relative and a lawyer, are among key persons of interest being investigated over the mysterious death of the late businessman cum politician, hours after a disagreement over the acquisition of a multi-billion shillings credit facility. And as Seth Olale now reports, members of the public are being called upon to volunteer information relating to the demise of Francis Kiambi Kiriro, who has been eulogized by Tharaka Nithi leaders led by Interior Cabinet Secretary Kithure Kindiki and Governor Muthomi Njuki as an iconic entrepreneur.
Until 2 p.m. Tuesday, detectives from the DCI Homicide Unit were busy processing the scene where businessman and politician Francis Kiambi Kiriro died mysteriously over the weekend. The homicide officers, who were later joined by their counterparts from the crimes unit based at Langata and Karen police stations, spent the better part of Tuesday morning collecting exhibits from the deceased home along Ndege Road in Karen. Family members, including the late Francis Kiambi's wife, Mary Waigwe Muthoni, close relatives, workers and neighbors, were among those interrogated by detectives who sought to establish the cause of the mysterious death. According to investigations being spearheaded by Langata DCIO Charles Ate Akamil, detectives are treating 3 people as persons of interest in the late businessman's death. They include his wife Mary Waigwe Muthoni, a close relative and a lawyer. The 3 were together with the late Kiambi few moments before he was found dead in his bedroom.
Actually, he had gone out with the family, and he was joined by friends for some other business undertaking transactions.
Detectives now trying to establish as to whether the deceased wife's refusal to be her husband's guarantor in securing a 2 billion shillings loan he was seeking to start a business has any link with the mysterious death.
Even members of the public who might have seen somebody somewhere should voluntarily give the information. You might be very patriotic enough so that those informations can be very helpful to us as investigators, where somebody was, what happened, who was with him, and whatever happened again.
It is also still not clear the nature of discussions that involved the unidentified lawyer and a relative hours before the late Kiambi was found dead, after the couple returned home and spent the night in separate bedrooms due to the suspected disagreement. The body of the deceased was moved to the Lee Funeral Home for preservation and autopsy to establish his cause of death after family doctor from the nearby Karen Hospital confirmed the death.
Now, when we are closed down, and then there also shops are also closed down.
The businessman, who specialized in alcohol production and farming, previously unsuccessfully vied for the Tharaka Nithi senatorial seat. Interior Cabinet Secretary Kithure Kindiki led leaders from Tharaka Nithi in mourning the late businessman Kiambi by eulogizing him for building an impeccable business empire that helped inspire a generation of business people from the region and nation. Family, friends and neighbors who are coming to terms with the sudden demise of the late Kiambi will be gathering here to pay their tribute as soon as the DCI completes processing the scene and hands over officially to the immediate family. Seth Olale, Citizen TV, Karen.